Now I'm a lunch lady at a school cafeteria. I hope there isn't another bottom, but if there is, I'll find it.
Just to be sure, this video contains spoilers. Darlene battled throughout Roseanne's original run and its spin-off, but the Season 6 premiere of The Connors finally addressed her tangled situation. Darlene struggled during Roseanne's 9 seasons, but the show made it appear as if she was destined for greatness. Darlene was intelligent, shrewd, and a wonderful supporter of her family and her love interest, David Healy, who came from an abusive household. To make matters worse, the series revealed that Darlene, along with the rest of her family, continued to live in poverty. When Roseanne was murdered and the revival was renamed The Connors, Darlene's professional life got even more difficult. The magazine she worked for folded, she was fired from Wellman's Plastics, and she eventually became an overqualified lunch lady.
I like to think of it as my choice. They stopped paying me, so I stopped going in.
The meaning of Darlene and Dan's conversation in The Connors, Season 6, Episode 1. Darlene ran into an old co-worker on a road trip to the city with her father. Dan in The Connors Season 6, Episode 1, the Publisher Cops Show pilot. When Dan started bragging about Darlene's prior magazine position, Darlene assumed he was embarrassed by her current predicament. When she challenged him about it, her father argued that he was proud of her decisions and that she was the one who dismissed her accomplishments. While The Connors Season 7 may improve Darlene's situation, Dan emphasized that Darlene's decision to sacrifice for her family defined her life. Dan stated that Darlene was a success since her efforts had paid off, assisting her children, sister Becky, and even Dan himself during difficult times. While this was a difficult truth for Darlene to learn, it did bring back a reoccurring theme that has appeared on both Roseanne and The Connors over the years. In both episodes, members of the central family had to forego lucrative chances to help support their loved ones, unintentionally perpetuating a cycle of generational poverty. These are huge, serious issues, and The Connors Season 6 opener does an amazing job of tackling them. The Connors Season 6 has justified retconning Darlene's Roseanne ending. Darlene seemed poised for greater things at the end of the first episode, but, as Dan pointed out, she continuously chose to serve her family and children over herself. While the Connors brought Ben on board early on, giving Darlene more support, the show's decision to disclose that David and Darlene were never able to restore their relationship was telling. Many sitcoms give their key couples comfortable happy endings, no matter how ridiculous they are, but the Connors punished Darlene as severely as Roseanne did. Darlene, like Roseanne, is a dedicated mother who has always done everything she could for her children. However, Roseanne rarely handed its heroine a lucky break, until its well-derided last season began with an improbable lottery win. As a result, it's understandable that Darlene's marriage to David failed, and the Connors retconned the couple's happy ending decades after Roseanne's original final did the same. Both the original sitcom and its successor take a refreshingly honest approach to depicting working-class life, and David and Darlene's failure to make their relationship work made sense in this setting.